What's up, y'all? So today I'm changing the front axle seal, the inner side of the axle, and I know a couple guys call them like differential seals. I mean, it is the differential, it does pass through the axle, but recently I started noticing a wet spot. I'm not too sure if you can see that. You see how it looks wet down there? So yeah, let me show you guys under the car and let you know what the wet spots or what to be looking for. Alright, so I'm under the car. You see, now you can really tell. See how wet it looks there? Kind of like just oil still running from somewhere else. Usually that's, let me see if I can grab that. Usually that's coming in from there. There you go. So yep, from that seal that's inside of this. And then and it's a simple fix. I mean, you don't have to be an expert. You just have to have your regular wrenches and tools. But yeah, that's the seal. As you can tell, here, get a better view at it. As you can tell, look at all that. Let me see if I can focus. There you go. That's where the oil is coming from. And this is your axle, your front axle drive. The part that it's connected to is the differential, and then the transmission, the drive shaft, the exhaust, and then to the back. So and they call this, I call it the front axle seal, the inner axle, because I mean the axle does go through it, but I mean differential seal. I do have the part number for it. So yeah, and this is fairly easy. All you want to do to this here, let me see if I could get a better angle. All right, so yeah, this is fairly easy. You see that screw right there? That's the screw you want to move off to start off with, because you see it's holding the this part. This outer ring spins. This one with the grooves or the fins or whatever you want to call it, it spins clockwise. So in order for that to spin, you have to remove that nut, which is holding this bracket. That stuff could hang there, nothing's gonna happen, don't worry about it. But you do have to remove that nut, and then from there you have to spin this off. But I mean, from, you know, before that, you do want to take the axle off, and in order to take the axle off, it's a couple bolts. This is actually the back of the axle actually slides out. All right, guys. So the way I got this set up to remove that seal, I removed the top 3 mount bolts to get some play, and then also removed the sway bar link bolt and the bottom end joint, the bottom knuckle. I removed that one, as you can see how it's sitting. And then to gently pry from here and pry out, and then I removed the axle. Here, let me see. Then I removed the axle off to the seal. You can see the little clip. That would pretty much keeps it in. So this is where it was leaking from. The seal in there. See that? It was just making the whole thing wet. It was a slow leak. But yeah, and then the way I got my axle sitting, I don't know if you could tell too much. It's kind of just bent upwards, enough space to give me, you know, enough slack that I could get in there. I mean, you could remove the whole axle if you want to, or if you're repairing that, but I'm not. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. You just want your axle to, you know, sit on, you know, on its own, but no spots that is like major bends to the rubber of the axles or anything that might tear it up. So yeah, so this is where I'm at now. Now what you want to do And we get this light right. Now what you want to do, you want to remove this bolt right there. You see that bolt? That's the one you want to remove. And then just let that hang. Or lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Same thing, same principle. So it spins this way. Once you remove that bolt, and then the way I do this, that bolt right there, I let that hang. I put a flathead like on the grooves right here. And then just bang it, and then just, you know, rotate it. So you don't want to be banging one side. I'm pretty sure they have a tool, special tool for this. I don't have it, but yeah. And then also mark it. Make sure you mark it, because you want to, you know, screw it back where it was, so you could tighten this back down. So make sure you mark it some way. Clean it up real good. Probably could put a little light scrape sign or something, but yeah, clean it up real good. And then mark it. The seal, that seal is from the inside out, so we have to remove it. There's no other way to remove that. So yeah, let me get back to you guys once I remove the nut and start spinning the wheel. Start spinning that little locking nut. All right, as you can tell, I have I'm removing that bolt right now. Let's see. Here, just give me a second, I'll show you. There we go. So the bolt size is a 14. That's the one I'm using, fits perfect. And then I grab the bolt, and there you go. That's the bolt. Alright guys, so you see what I mean? That there's that locking little pin right there. So once you remove the bolt, you have that, which you want to maneuver and get out the way. So there it goes right there, look. Now it's free to spin. And we start spinning this. And the way I do this is put it right there and bang it from the bottom until it starts spinning. So alright guys, so yeah, so that's what I do. I grab my screwdriver, put it right under there, give it a couple light taps, and it should start spinning. And make sure you clean it and mark it also. So make sure, you know, clean it and mark it so you can know where it goes when you retighten it and put it back. Yeah, and that's you know, removing the part, removing the axle, and removing the ring and that little bolt, so I could get to the seal, which is in there. And this is what's causing the problem with the slow leakage. Let me remove this, get back to you, and make sure I mark it also. As you can tell, it kind of came off already. Let me see if I can twist it. Oh, there you go. See that? And be careful, something might spill out, transmission fluid or anything like that. Put a rag. Let me see if I can fit this down. Yeah, put a rag right there so it can catch everything and start twisting off. Alright guys, sorry about the lawnmower. They're cutting grass. It's Saturday, but these are the parts that I will be replacing. As you can tell, this is what's causing the leak. You see that seal in there, and you see that? You see that spring? Look at that. Not even all the way in. You see that, right? So that's what was causing the leak. And these are the parts that I ordered from Subaru. One is the O-ring for the outside for this one, because I don't want to take chances on replacing it again. That's for the O-ring, and this is for the seal. Brand new OEM part. So yeah, those are the part numbers in case you guys want to order that. So right now what I'm gonna do is clean out. This is why I'm making the video. Make sure you do put a bucket under there, because I mean, you know, it was just bad. I mean, spilt everywhere, and it's just, I gotta clean that up now. And you know, just a heads up, I mean, I read on it that some people do put one, some people don't. I was planning on, you know, not using one, but as you can see I'm cleaning this out. When you see that ring right there, that, remove that, and replace it with the new one. Replace it with the new one. So yeah. So yeah, we replace it with the new one, and make sure you don't lose your old from your new. So clean the grooves of this side, and I got an old rag, old shirt, nothing fancy. Just clean it out thoroughly, so you don't have that same issue. You're gonna want to find a socket. You're gonna want to find a socket that fits perfect in there. You see that? I mean, there could be a better one. This is the one I got so far, and then just bang. And all you want to do is just bang it, so it comes out from the inside out. And that's it. Sorry about the camera shaking. And that's it. See that? And this was the issue. I guess the ring, the seal on it, was just not as effective no more. I guess it was old. It must have came loose. Something knocked it out. Something caused the issue. You see that? It don't even want to stay. It don't even want to stay no more. You could tell the walls, they just feel real cruddy. So then clean the inside of that. Clean the inside where the seal was sitting at. Yeah. There we go. Nice. So once we clean the inside, we always want to make sure this is the right seal too. So yep, this is it. OEM and everything. NGK Japan. Alright y'all, so the way I did it to tap it in, as you can tell, is all the way completely seated. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's completely seated. The way I did it is with the same socket that I used to tap it out. I kind of try to like fit it in there, and if it's almost perfect, if I had a bigger socket, it would be perfect. But and just lightly tap it. I mean, you don't want to bang on this. It went in smooth, way better than I thought. But I mean, of course, this is not the proper tool, not the proper way to do it. But it's just one of those backyard fixes that anybody could do it at home with a couple tools and a couple wrenches. I mean, nothing special about it. You get me? So just trying to help you guys out. I mean, if you don't like the way I do it, too bad. That's the way I'm gonna do it. But it did work, and like I said again, no special $100 tools, anything. I'm just just trying to get my daily driver back on the road. Nothing fancy. So once I do this, I install the new seal. Grab that. And make sure you clean the inside of that. There we go. Boom. And then it's ready to put back in, and that should fix your issue. Alright guys, so I put it back on. New seal and everything. I did line up my marks. I passed it by a little bit just to make sure, but now I'm just putting back the bolt with the locking nut or the locking washer. Here, let me show you this thing. Put that back on and just reverse everything back the way you put it. And when you do put the seal in, I mean the transmission, this shaft, make sure you be careful when you slide it in. You don't want to rough it in or anything like that, because sometimes it could throw the seal off, or it could rip it, damage it. You just want to be careful. Put a little extra grease right there, it won't hurt. But yeah. All right guys, so I got everything back on. Axle, everything. So the car wash is currently closed around my location, just because the whole COVID-19 thing. And I mean, I would want to throw some degreaser and power wash that just to double check there's no leaks after this just to make sure. I am gonna go drive it, but everything's back on. The axle was it was a bitch to get back on, but got it back on. I'm excited. Easy fix, and took less than probably I don't know, what, an hour tops. So yeah, so that's how you change the seals, differential seals, axle seals, whatever you want to call it. Yep. So thanks for watching, guys. Last thing, guys, make sure you top it off. Check your automatic transmission fluid. Once you check that, see mine's is pretty low. Once you check that, top it off accordingly, and yeah, you'll be set to go.